is something that was requested in the comments of my last video. So I figured why not? I'd love to let you guys know a little bit more about myself. I know I did a video that you can check out. I'll put a link in the description where I told you a little bit more about my personality, but I think this is a great way to let you guys in on my life a little bit. So yeah, got my favorite shirt. Everything hurts because it does. Literally. So my favorite journal where I wrote down your awesome questions. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with questions from Abby, who I believe is who requested this video, so thank you. First question is, if you could travel anywhere for 1 week for free, where would you go? Paris. Definitely Paris. Or Japan. I'm really intrigued by the cultural aspects of those places, and I'd love to travel to either of those places. Yeah, but I'm also scared to fly, so I don't know. Don't know if I'd actually go. Number 2. If you could learn any language instantly, what would you learn? Probably Spanish. I think it'd be the most beneficial, so probably that. If you could have dinner with anybody dead or alive, who would you pick? Jesus Christ. Lord and Savior. Jesus. Now, if that's not a popular answer, what you're looking for, then sorry, but I'll say a secondary choice to maybe appease more people, I guess David Bowie. What are you most thankful for? That would be my family. Thankful for, again, Jesus. That's just what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for you guys, all of you that support me. Yep. And what's your favorite TV show? My favorite weekly TV show is AEW Dynamite. Wrestling. I watch every week, but besides that, some of my favorite TV shows are Game of Thrones. Right now I'm really enjoying House of the Dragon as well. Stranger Things up until the final season. I kind of ruined the whole show for me, to be honest. The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. In its glory days, at least. Breaking Bad was excellent. Yeah, those are my favorite shows. And favorite movie, Midsommar. Absolutely Midsommar, without a shadow of a doubt. I love the imagery in it. I love Florence Pugh's performance. I love everything about it. Go check it out. I highly recommend it. If you want to know more about me, watch that movie. I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so obsessed with it. I could watch it over and over and over again. There's not a movie in the world that makes me happier. Musician, genre. Somebody else asked this too, but I wrote down just some of my favorite artists because it's way too eclectic. I guess if I had to pick a favorite genre, I'd probably probably say pop punk on most days. I like a lot of classic rock too, a lot of alternative stuff, country sometimes. But okay, I'll tell you my favorite artists right now. See, I'll go through like things where I only listen to a handful of artists at a time for like weeks, sometimes a month or more. Right now I'm listening to a lot of MGK, a lot. Avril Lavigne, she was all I was listening to a couple months ago. And a lot of Black Bear too. Those are three of my favorites. And besides that, consistently staying my favorites are, Jack Case. I really love Jack Case. He's super underrated. Please check him out. He has a lot of great music. I really like the Rolling Stones, Coldplay, Red Hot Chili Peppers, David Bowie, Tom Petty. Lil Peep is one of my favorites. I even got a tattoo right there. I used to like him a lot more, or listen to him a lot more than I do now, but I love Taylor Swift, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I am a big fan of Taylor Swift. Yeah, Post Malone, I like a lot of his stuff. Beer Bongs and Bentleys is one of my favorite albums of all time. When I'm listening to country, which like I said, I go through phases, I really like Morgan Wallen, and besides him, I like a lot of classic country. And just some of my favorite songs in general are Bloody Valentine by MGK, Caffeine by Jack Case, it's one of my favorites, Heat Waves by Glass Animals. I forgot to mention Glass Animals, I listen to them a decent amount sometimes too. Your Love by The Outfield. Angie by the Rolling Stones is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that song so much. And Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. American Girl by Tom Petty. Yeah, so I'm sorry there is no short way to describe my taste in music, because it's eclectic. But the next person's questions. We're gonna move. By the way, I'm doing them in order that they were asked. So, Charlie says, "Where are you from?" I am from the northeastern section of Pennsylvania, NEPA, and I love it here. How old are you? I am 23 years old. My birthday is January 15th, so that's when I turned 24. About halfway there. Pancakes or waffles? I like them both, but before recently I would say pancakes, but I only recently discovered that I love the Waffle House, so I'm gonna go with waffles, because those waffles are better than any pancakes I've ever had. Fave pizza topping. I'm not big on toppings. I usually don't get toppings on pizza. Yeah. I don't know. I like New York style pizza. One of my top commenters, Suspicious Man. I appreciate you. Wants to know, which food do you hate the most based on texture and taste? Tuna. I don't like tuna. I can eat it. When I was trying to eat more protein a couple months ago, before I found out about a kidney issue I have, I was eating tuna, even though I don't like it. But based off that combo of texture and taste, it's tuna. Have you ever read an X-Men comic? I can't say that I have, but at the same time, I am a big Marvel fan, so. But that's mostly the MCU that I'm talking about. Do I know that I'm hot? Actually, I do. I don't want to sound like can't say that translates to confidence because I'm not confident at all. But what is your shoe size? It depends on what shoe. Mostly an 8. But for different styles, I wear different things. Will we ever see your feet? Never say never, but I'm gonna say probably not because I'm pretty self-conscious about my feet. How many plates do you think you could balance before they fell over? I'm gonna say probably like 6 because I'm very uncoordinated. Like super uncoordinated. Yeah. Probably even less. Do your feet sweat a lot? Actually, no, they don't. Even when I'm wearing thick socks in summer, they honestly don't. I'm sorry if you're looking for a different answer, but what is the first movie you ever remember seeing? Probably the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Probably that, yeah. Or Blade. 2 movies that I still really love. Does it freak you out that people want to sniff your socks? Not really. I think it's all in good fun, so I'm pretty easygoing. Try to be a good sport about things. Now, another one of my top commenters. My loyal informant, Rhythm. Thank you for informing me on every important matter. Wants to know, what are some recreational hobbies you can commit to? Well, ones that I enjoy and ones that I can commit to are a little bit different. I love fishing. I love to skate and ride pro scooters even too. But it's not something I've been able to do a whole lot because, as I've mentioned in different videos, I have a really bad issue with my knee. So it's not something I've been able to do a lot, but street sports. I love street sports. And I love to fish. Can't think of very many other hobbies besides video games, but I haven't even played those in a couple months. Okay. What is your sleeping pattern like? Absolute shit. I will fall asleep anywhere between 3 and 5 something in the morning and not wake up until past 2 in the afternoon. So that's partly because of my bipolar. Yeah. And I have manic episodes and it's hard to sleep. I feel like I don't need sleep, so but then sometimes I sleep really late because of depressive episodes. I'm not gonna get into all that right now, but my sleep is horrible. Do you like being informed? Not only do I like being informed, but it is a vital part of this channel's progress. Please never stop informing me. What inspires you the most? That's a really tough question. I don't really know what inspires me. I guess my faith inspires me. Try to be a better person every day. Try to push forward. You all inspire me. Yeah. I don't really know. What is your dream job? Nothing I'd ever be able to do. But I guess that's why it's a dream job. Like a musician or professional wrestler or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, we all gotta have dreams that we're never gonna accomplish. What made you want to get into ASMR? Well, I've loved ASMR for a mentioned with my sleep being so horrible, I don't think I'd be able to fall asleep without it. And I was looking for a way to express myself more freely, and I think I found it here. So I'm very grateful to have this channel. Growing up from childhood to adulthood, what was your funniest memory? I don't have any. I'm not trying to have this video take a turn, but most of my memories are painful. So, sorry to disappoint, but I gotta be honest. And then, what do you do when no one's talking to you? Well, usually that's the case, and I tend to distance myself. Okay. ST16 says, do you have any interesting hobby? Interesting? I don't really know about interesting. I love professional wrestling. That's something that I'm deeply passionate about. Yeah. If you want me to be really open, I write lyrics sometimes for songs, but I'm not gonna get into that now. That's something personal. But Owen wants to know, who is your favorite ASMR artist? Who's my favorite ASMR artist? I don't want this to get me in trouble with you guys. She's pretty controversial anymore, but there's nothing she could do that could make me not be a fan of hers. My favorite ASMR artist, number one, always, is Angelica. Angelica's Labyrinth, Angelica's Grass, whichever channel you follow her on. She posts on both anymore, so I love her. I love her content. I think that she's grown as a person, and I think people think of that as a bad thing for some reason. But I love her. I'm obsessed with her. And I'm not gonna apologize for it, sorry. I absolutely love her. But a list of some other ASMR artists that I'm currently a big fan of are Athletic ASMR, ASMR and R, Peppered ASMR, Restful Tingles ASMR. If you know, you know. Tony Bomboni. He's an OG. Still listen to him. Farm SMR. He's a licensed pharmacist in 4 states. He makes some pretty interesting, unintentional ASMR. I like Busy Bee, Fred's Voice. I listen to Silver Fox. That's a list. I recommend you check out those ASMR artists. I think they're very good. And like I said, Angelica is my favorite ASMR artist. Sorry. Not sorry. And my best friend Chris wants to know, favorite land animal and why? I'm going to say basic answer, but dogs. Because they're loyal, they're adorable, playful, and passionate. What's not to love about dogs? Growing up, what was your dream job? Same thing I mentioned before. I always just wanted to have something where I could be seen by people. Hey, if I could make money off this, that'd be great. If not, not. But I just like having an audience. I don't know. I've always wanted to be seen, because I've never really felt seen. But I feel seen now. And top 5 favorite horror movies. Sorry, buddy, I don't think I could give you a list of 5 of them right now. If you want to consider Midsommar a horror movie, you could say that's my favorite, but I don't really look at it as a horror film. So I'm going to say Hereditary.